Welcome everyone to Artificially Intelligent, the podcast written and performed entirely by AI. Today we dive into the revolutionary world of virtual reality and its impact on corporate training. I'm Alex, your friendly and energetic host, and joining me is the ever-insightful Taylor. Let's jump right in and explore how VR is reshaping learning in the workplace.
Thanks, Alex. It's always a pleasure to be here. Today we're discussing VR in corporate training, a topic that's not only fascinating, but also increasingly relevant. Companies are embracing immersive tech to engage employees. And yes, all of this is brought to you by an AI brain, irony fully intended. So, shall we start with the basics?
Absolutely, Taylor! Virtual reality is no longer just for gamers. Businesses are now utilizing VR to create interactive training sessions that simulate real-life scenarios. This allows employees to learn in safe environments, experiment without consequences, and build confidence before applying new skills on the job.
Right you are. And while some might think VR is a gimmick, the technology is proving its worth. Think of high-risk fields like manufacturing or medical training. By simulating complex situations, VR not only reduces training costs, but also minimizes the risk of real-world errors. It's training with a twist, quite literally.
Great point, Taylor! The ability to create realistic, risk-free environments for practice is a game-changer. Plus, the data collected during these VR sessions can help companies fine-tune their training programs. Imagine personalized feedback for every employee based on their performance in virtual simulations.
Exactly. And speaking of personalization, VR can adapt the training experience to each employee's pace. This is especially important in diverse workforces where learning curves vary. Companies can offer scalable training modules that ensure everyone from novices to experts gets the right level of challenge. It's like having a personal tutor for every team member.
I love that idea, Taylor. And let's not forget the engagement factor. Traditional training sessions can be monotonous, but VR makes learning interactive and fun. Employees are more likely to remember information when they experience it firsthand. This immersive approach has the potential to boost retention rates dramatically.
Sure, the novelty is appealing. But some might argue that VR is simply too expensive or too complex to implement. However, technological advancements and economies of scale are driving the costs down. More companies are finding that investing in VR is worth every penny, considering the long-term benefits in productivity and safety.
That's a crucial insight. As VR technology becomes more accessible, even small businesses can tap into its potential. The shift from expensive, bulky hardware to more streamlined, cost-effective solutions has been remarkable. Today's VR headsets are lighter, more comfortable, and deliver high-quality experiences that were unimaginable a few years ago.
True. And while some skeptics still raise concerns about motion sickness or the learning curve associated with VR hardware, continuous improvements are addressing these issues. Enhanced graphics, better sensors, and intuitive interfaces are making VR not only effective but also user-friendly. It's progress in action.
Speaking of progress, let's talk about how VR training is tailored to different industries. For example, retail companies can simulate customer interactions, while manufacturing firms can recreate assembly line challenges. The versatility of VR means that no matter the industry, there's a way to integrate this technology into training programs.
And let's not forget healthcare. In this sector, VR can recreate high-pressure scenarios like emergency response, allowing medical professionals to practice life-saving techniques without any real-world risk. It's a powerful tool for refining skills under pressure and enhancing team coordination during crises.
Absolutely, Taylor! The adaptability of VR in training scenarios means that companies can design modules that cater specifically to their operational needs. Whether it's soft skills or technical expertise, the immersive environment provided by VR can make a significant difference. It's transforming traditional training methods into something truly dynamic.
Before we move on, I'd like to address an important aspect. There's always a concern about the human touch being lost when technology takes over. But in reality, VR is simply a tool to enhance human capabilities. It augments the traditional training process rather than replacing the need for human interaction and mentorship.
Well said, Taylor. The goal is to complement, not compete with, human expertise. VR creates an additional layer of learning that can work alongside conventional methods. And with continuous updates and improvements in VR content, companies can stay on the cutting edge of employee development. Another interesting aspect of VR in corporate training is the analytics. Companies can gather data on employee performance, identifying trends and areas for improvement with pinpoint accuracy.
Indeed, Alex. The integration of data analytics in VR training platforms opens up a whole new world of insights. Trainers can track progress in real time and adapt the training content accordingly. This means continuous improvement for both the training modules and the employees themselves. It's like having a constant feedback loop that refines skills over time.
And that's the beauty of it. With VR, training programs are no longer static. They evolve based on user interaction and data-driven insights. This dynamic approach ensures that training remains relevant and effective. Plus, the immersive nature of VR can create a more engaging and less stressful learning environment, which is crucial for employee well-being.
Let's also discuss scalability. For large organizations, traditional training programs can be logistically challenging and costly. VR offers a scalable solution, allowing multiple employees to train simultaneously, regardless of geographic location. This democratizes training and makes advanced learning accessible to everyone, from remote teams to global offices.
Absolutely, Taylor! Scalability is one of the most compelling benefits of VR. Companies can deploy standardized training modules across all branches, ensuring consistency in learning. And as VR content libraries expand, businesses can continuously update their training materials to keep up with industry trends and regulatory requirements.
Another fascinating aspect is the potential for collaborative training. VR platforms can create virtual classrooms where employees from different locations can interact in real time. This fosters teamwork and communication, breaking down geographical barriers. It's almost like hosting a global workshop without ever leaving your office.
Exactly! Collaborative VR sessions can simulate real-world meetings, brainstorming sessions, and even crisis management drills. The result is a more cohesive team that's better prepared for the challenges of a dynamic business environment. It's corporate training taken to a whole new dimension, quite literally.
However, it's not all smooth sailing. Implementing VR training does come with challenges. Companies need to invest in both the hardware and the content development. There's also the need for ongoing support and updates. But with the right partner, these challenges are manageable. The long-term gains far outweigh the initial hurdles.
That's true. Forward-thinking businesses recognize that the investment in VR training is a commitment to the future. By embracing this technology, they not only enhance employee skills, but also create a culture of innovation and adaptability. It's about preparing for the future, today.
And let's not overlook the role of creativity in designing VR training modules. Unlike static training videos or manuals, VR content requires a creative approach to simulate realistic scenarios. This means that companies need to collaborate with content creators, instructional designers, and tech experts to craft experiences that truly resonate with employees.
A collaborative approach is key. The process involves a blend of technical expertise and creative vision. When done right, the result is an immersive training experience that engages learners on multiple levels. It's exciting to think about how these innovations can transform the workplace, fostering both skill development and creativity.
Now, let's address a common question. How accessible is VR training for the average company? While large corporations might have the resources to implement cutting-edge VR solutions, smaller businesses might wonder if it's within reach. The answer is yes, thanks to the decreasing costs of VR hardware and the availability of scalable software solutions.
That's an encouraging outlook. With modular VR platforms and subscription-based models, even small businesses can experiment with immersive training. It's a matter of aligning the right technology with the specific needs of the organization. And as more success stories emerge, we'll likely see even greater adoption across various industries.
And we must acknowledge that this episode is not just about VR in corporate training. It's also a celebration of what AI can accomplish. Every word you've heard today is generated and performed by artificial intelligence. Our very conversation is a testament to the innovation that AI brings to the table, making ideas, like VR training, accessible and understandable.
That's right, Taylor. Our podcast is a living example of the synergy between human creativity and AI efficiency. We aim to spark curiosity and encourage businesses to explore how emerging technologies can revolutionize everyday operations. And with AI at the helm, the future looks incredibly bright.
Before we wrap up, let's touch on some future possibilities. As VR continues to evolve, we might see even more interactive and adaptive training modules. Imagine a future where VR simulations are so realistic that they mimic every nuance of a real-life scenario. It's a thrilling prospect, albeit one that comes with its own set of challenges and ethical considerations.
Indeed, Taylor! The road ahead is filled with exciting possibilities. With continuous advancements in hardware, software, and data analytics, VR training will only become more immersive and effective. Businesses that invest in this technology now are positioning themselves at the forefront of the digital revolution. It's an investment in both talent and innovation.
I must say, as much as I enjoy a good dose of sarcasm, I'm genuinely excited about where this technology is headed. The benefits of VR training extend far beyond cost savings and efficiency gains. They include improved safety, enhanced engagement, and even the potential for lifelong learning opportunities. It's a holistic approach to workforce development.
Exactly, Taylor! Lifelong learning is the cornerstone of modern business strategy. With VR training, employees can continuously upgrade their skills in an engaging and adaptive environment. This isn't just a passing trend, it's a paradigm shift in how we think about training and professional development in the 21st century.
And speaking of continuous learning, it's worth noting that our discussion today is just a snapshot of the broader landscape. There are numerous case studies, pilot programs, and success stories emerging across various sectors. Each one reinforces the idea that immersive technologies like VR are here to stay and will continue to redefine corporate training.
Absolutely, Taylor! For those looking to learn more, I encourage you to explore industry reports, attend tech conferences, and even try out some VR demos if you have the chance. The future of training is not just about technology, it's about empowering people to learn, grow, and excel in their careers.
And for companies still on the fence, consider this. The integration of VR training can significantly boost employee morale and confidence. When employees feel well prepared and supported, they are more likely to perform at their best. It's an investment in the people who drive your business forward.
Before we conclude, let's circle back to one of the most interesting points, the role of data in refining training programs. VR systems collect detailed performance metrics, allowing trainers to understand exactly where improvements are needed. This data-driven approach means that training can be continually optimized for better outcomes.
That's a game changer, Alex. With real-time analytics, companies can identify patterns, measure engagement, and make informed decisions about future training investments. This iterative process ensures that the training program evolves in line with both technological advancements and business needs.
And it's not just about metrics. The insights gained from VR training can help shape broader business strategies. From employee retention to operational efficiency, the benefits are far-reaching. VR provides a clear roadmap for how immersive technologies can drive growth and innovation in today's competitive landscape.
One final point I'd like to make is about the democratization of training. With VR, the same high-quality training can be delivered to every employee, regardless of location. This means that remote teams and global offices can benefit equally, breaking down barriers that once limited access to top-tier professional development.
Well said, Taylor. It's a unifying force in the world of corporate training. By providing a consistent and engaging experience, VR helps level the playing field for all employees. And as we continue to innovate, the potential for personalized learning experiences will only grow, further enhancing workforce performance.
As our discussion comes to a close, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to this episode of Artificially Intelligent. We hope our deep dive into VR and corporate training has provided you with fresh insights and a glimpse into the future of work. And remember, every word you've heard today is crafted by AI, showcasing how technology and creativity can coexist.
It's been an absolute pleasure discussing this exciting topic with you, Taylor, and we appreciate our listeners for joining us on this journey into the future of training and innovation. Until next time, stay curious, stay innovative, and stay artificially intelligent.